Right. Right, good evening everybody and welcome to FPRL Division 1 Round 4 in China. Sorry we're late to comms tonight, I've had other things to take care of, but let's get into it. So we've got Dangerous Dan is out on an outlap, we've got RSF on Oats on an outlap, Peanut is on an outlap, Grunty's on an outlap, Shrimp is on an outlap, and Aldalf is on an outlap. So I think Dangerous Dan is first by the looks of this. Might even have Sink Dan is first. Yeah, Sink Dan first by the looks of it. Sink Dan must have made a mistake because he's pulled out of the way there on his lap, unless he was on an outlap. So we'll go on board with Dangerous Dan. Let's see where he's up to. So he's at the end of sector 2, coming around the long hairpin here. Please make sure you get good traction coming out of that hairpin, otherwise you can mess up this whole straight. Right, so let's see where we are now. So we've got RSF1 Oits with the fastest lap on 1:29.4. Shrimp a second on a 1:29.9. We've got Dangerous Dan fourth on a 1:29.9 as well. FR Milan on a 1:29.9. Very close. 3 or 4 drivers on the same lap time, near enough, give or take a few hundredths. BF1 Racer on a 1:30.2. Grunty on a 1:30.242, and Peanut on a 1:30.7. So no lap time yet for Sink Dan or Mr. Roberts himself. So I think Roberts is now on an outlap, so we'll ride on board with him for the lap and see what happens. So here we go, into the start and finish straight. DRS open, 7th gear, 8th gear, flat out as fast as you can go, get as far over to the left hand side as you can. This whole horrible corner because it's off camber and it just takes forever and ever to get through, but he's through there nicely. So power down, good traction coming out of the corner there towards the end of sector 1, and we are 23.6, the fastest first sector so far. So this could be a good lap. He's got nice traction coming out of the hairpin there, so round the double left hander here, nice sweeping corner, sharp braking into the horrible right hander section here, in at the double left, a little bit wide on the curve there, but I think that's still got a fairly good line. So we'll see where he is at the end of sector 2. 51.1, so it's not the fastest sector 2, but I think this could be the end of qualifying. As we see, rain is starting to fall, so this could be make or break for Roberts here on this lap. Rain's starting to fall a little bit more intensively now. Comes to the end of the hairpin. Let's see how wet it is on the back straight. Can he get it slowed down in time? Yeah, has nice rotation there. Last bit of the track here, don't mess up the final corner. very nicely into the final turn there, down the straight, DRS open. That's a 130.5, and I think with the rain falling, that could be the grid for the race here. Yeah, I think that could be the grid set, unfortunately. We'll just ride on board with a few more people, see if there is any faster times to be set. But with the rain coming down, I think that might be the order of the day. I think Aldal's managed to jump himself up to second on the grid there, with Shrimper third. Shrimper's on an outlap here. So is Aldalf. So is Ikes. I think out of this group, I think Shrimper will be the first one across the line. So we'll stay on board with Shrimper here. So down the main straight we go. Far over to the left hand side as you can, into turn 1. Around turn 2 here, at the top of the corner, into turn 3 and 4. Some nasty little section if you get it wrong, but he's through there nicely. So through turn 5, which isn't really a turn. End of the first sector, into turn 6. Nicely through there. I think the rain's just maybe trying to affect a few people here a little bit, so we'll see what happens. But Shrimper's sort of managing to hold this together very well here, so it's all sort of coming together very nicely. So as he comes through turns 9 and 10, down the straight towards the end of sector 2, and we'll see where he is. So there's a 51.8, so I think the track is starting to slow down now. Around the long right-hander, that takes forever, which is a 12 and 13. So down the back straight now, here we go. He's now coming up to the DRS zone, so he'll open that straight away, get as much momentum as he can, all the way over to the left-hand side to open up the tight turn of 14s and 15 to get round. Nice traction out there, no wheel spin, no silliness, so that'll be interesting to see. Does he complete the lap or not? No, he doesn't complete the lap. I think that'll be the same for quite a few. I don't think many people will complete the lap here. No, I think everyone's abandoning that one, unfortunately. By the looks of it, it looks like everybody's abandoning the lap here, so we'll see where that leads us to. Yep, I think everybody's about it. It'll be interesting to see if Peanut does actually complete this lap. He's coming around. Oh, it's very slippery there. Nearly got a right old swapper on coming in out of turns 3 and 4 there. A right old swapper on. I think everybody's pretty much abandoned it. Grunty's now coming at the pits. He's abandoned it. So does Peanut complete the lap or not? I think if he does, he's going to be quite slow unless he's managing to find some amazing grip out there that no one else can find, so that will be very interesting to see. Yeah, this is a very slow lap, bearing in mind they're doing 51.1s at the end of the first sector. He's not even at the end of sector 2 yet, and it's 55.3 yet, so he's miles down. Yeah, I would just abandon that if I was you, Peanut. Doesn't look like it's going to turn into anything good, unfortunately. Yeah, he's very squirrely there, so hopefully he's going to come into the pits, and that will be the end of qualifying. So the top 10 for today's race is going to be Oitz, Aldalf, Shrimper, Dangerous Dan, FR Milan. I'll just that in a second for you, just bear with me. Like I say, sorry about the late comms, guys. There's been a bit happening today, unfortunately, but we'll break down the top 10. So we've got Oitz with a 129.489, Aldalf with a 129.861, Shrimper with a 129.956, Dangerous Dan in 4th with a 129.989, FR Milan in 5th with a 129.992, BF1 Racer in 6th with a 130.211, Grunt in the Williams with a 130.2, Sink Dan with a 130.5, FPRL Roberts with 130.5, and Peanut with a 130.7. I hope the stream all sounds good, guys. If there's any problems, please type in the chat and let me know. We're up to 3 viewers so far, so we're breaking all the records today. So we're now waiting for all the drivers to get their setups ready and get everything sorted out ready for the race. We're now up to 6 viewers, so thank you very much. Hopefully we'll have a good race. This is not a favoured circuit of mine, but I know quite a few people do like this circuit, and hopefully there'll be some good racing tonight, so we'll see what happens. So we're just waiting for the guys to get their setups on and ready up for the race, and then we will run through the formation lap. Up to 8 viewers. Yeah, very good. Is everything all right? Seem to be sort of waiting a bit of a while here for everybody to ready up, so we'll just see what's happening here. It's going to be a restart by the looks of this. Yeah, it's going to be a restart. Okay. Maybe the lobby's frozen, so we're just going to wait and see what's happening here. Just had a message from Roberts here to say that there's going to be a restart. Just going to invite Roberts into the party here. I have sent Roberts an invite to the party, so we'll just see what's happening here at the minute. Everybody's left, so we're just going to see exactly what's going on here at the moment. Just bear with me. Just going to leave this session for a moment and just find out what's happening. I don't know what's doing here, just bear with me. Alright, so yeah, there is going to be a restart, guys. So we're now just sorting out the lobby to get ready to go for the race. So you just bear with us. We'll try and get this sorted out as quickly as possible. Right, so we are just getting ready to sort out the restart here, guys. So hopefully we'll be back on the grid in just a few minutes. Right, so here we go, guys. We're just going to wait for the guys to sort out their grid again and get everything ready to go. Get their setups on, get everything ready for the race. Right, so hopefully, guys, we'll be underway soon, and then yeah, we'll hopefully have a really good, entertaining race for you, like we did last time when I commentated. I lost my voice the next day because I was shouting so much. So yeah, we'll hopefully have a good race again tonight. We've only got 2 viewers at the moment. Hopefully that will go up during the course of the race. That would certainly be nice to see if we can get a few more people on board. Hopefully it won't be long before we're away, guys. Just waiting. I hope it hasn't crashed again. I'll be very upset if it has. Yeah, Kujak, I race in F2, mate, so I won't be able to comment F2, unfortunately, but it's nice to know that you guys think my commentary is good, so appreciate that, thank you. There we go, looks like the session will be starting in a few seconds now, so that's good to know. And we'll see if it's going to be a good race. We're up to 8 viewers now, so thank you guys. Try and make this as entertaining as I can. Guys, so here we go. Predicted race strategy is medium to the hards, or soft, medium, medium. So we'll see who decides to go for the 1 stop or the 2 stop. Hopefully everybody chose the right tyres and no one will get a penalty, as I found out in Bahrain from... I actually picked the right tyres, but my game put me on the wrong tyre, so because of that I ended up with a penalty. But here we go. So the breakdown of the grid with RSF1 Oitz on pole position, with Aldalf in the Mercedes just behind. Shrimper in the McLaren in 3rd place. We have Dangerous Dan in 4th place in the Alfa Romeo. In 5th place it's FPRL Milan in the AlphaTauri. We have got Captain Lego himself. I hope he's got his helmet on tonight and not his Lego hairpiece. In 6th place in the Red Bull. We've got Grunt in the Williams in 7th. Sink Dan in the Mercedes in 8th. FPRL Roberts in the 1st of the Red Beasts. Ferrari in 9th. Peanut in 10th in the Haas. No shows in 11th in the Williams. And Herman the German, RSF1 Vettel in the Ferrari at the back in P12. I'm really hoping this is going to be a good race to commentate on like it was last time. Like I said, guys, any comments or anything, please drop them into the chat section and I will give you a shout out of any description, as long as it's not anything lewd or rude. So Aldal's been disqualified from the session, so him and Shrimper must have had a coming together. Hopefully that's innocent and there's no malice in that. They're all very slow on the back straight here, so everybody is on the medium tyre except from BF1 Lego Racer on the soft tyres in P6 there. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Predicted race stop strategy, so we're going to see what happens with that and go from there. So we'll get ready for the lineup of the grid here. As we can see, Aldalf and Shrimper are already on the grid, haven't been disqualified from the formation lap, probably for a collision, but we're now lining up on the grid. 12 cars on the grid for tonight's race, so let's see what happens once the lights go green. So here we go. Yellow flag is sector 3. I don't know what's quite happened there. 1 light, 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And we're underway. Who gets the best start? I think it's going to be Oitz. He does get a good start. BF1 Racers right up the inside there. Look at that. What a move. Into P2 in the Red Bull. Them soft tyres certainly giving him the benefit of a fantastic shot off the grid there. Wow, what a start that was. Can he chase down Oitz and put some pressure on him to take the lead of the race? Everybody's sort of having a bit of a shuffle behind. Sink Dan's made it right up from the back of the grid to 4th place, just in front of Aldalf there. So we've also got FPRL Milan making his way through on the inside. We've got Shrimp has dropped a few places there. Perhaps he had a bad start. FPRL Roberts is up to 8th. Grunty in P9. Vettel's up to 10th. Go on, the German! And then we've got Peanut and no shows at the back. So Ben is currently 0.8 of a second behind Oitz. So can he close that gap on the soft tyres and make the difference while they've got good grip? Or is Oitz going to be able to pull away at the front here? We'll have to wait and see. But Dangerous Dan is very close to Ben here. So I'll be interested to see, can Ben maintain that distance down the back straight, or is it going to be an overtake here into the horrible tight hairpin at the top of the straight? He's just managed to keep that difference. So we had a spinner in the background. Looks like it's no shows. I think he's had an off there, or he's been round. So here we go. So at the end of the first lap, it's Oitz from BF1 Racer, from Dangerous Dan, Sink Dan, Aldalf, FPRL Milan, Shrimper, Roberts, Grunty, Vettel, Peanut, and no-shows. We just had a bit of a momentary mess up there with the lap data, so we'll wait and see when that sorts itself out. But what a start, guys. What a fantastic start from BF1 Racing. Really made the difference on those soft tyres. No shows was retired from the session, so it'll be interesting to see if that brings out the safety car or not. Did he retire in the pits? It looks like he has, so hopefully everything should be okay. Perhaps he had some bad damage there or lost too much time. We'll have to wait and see. We'll see if we can get him at the end of the race. But as we are at the moment, Ben is closing the gap to Oitz, and Dangerous Dan has been pulled along nicely as well. With Sink Dan just another sort of 7/10 back, so we'll see what happens. Is Ben going to be, you know, in that position to challenge at the end of this lap with the DRS, or can he make something happen down the back straight here now? They're currently riding on board of Oitz, so that'll be interesting to see. Can Ben close the gap? I don't think he's quite got enough. He's trying to break the toe in the background as well. He's trying to break the toe. Is Dangerous Dan that close? He's very close indeed. Ben really needs to make the difference with these tyres early on, or I think he's going to be in trouble here. You know, that was not the optimum strategy, but can he make the difference happen? Is he going to go softs to hards and try and do a one-stop? Try and match these guys on the mediums if they can stretch it out. Can he stretch the same with the soft tyre? But he's dropping back just a little bit there, so we'll see what happens. We've got Sink Dan and Aldel very close again. Remember, guys, the teammate rule, do not take each other out. Then we've got FR Milan, keeping these guys very close company, and Shrimper very close to FR Milan now. Is Shrimper going to make a move down the inside? Thinks better of it, just waits behind. So we've got Roberts also very close, very keen. We've got Grunt just behind. And then further 1.7 seconds back, we've got Vettel. So perhaps Vettel's had a little bit of a moment there on that lap. He's lost a bit of ground. And then we've got Peanut 5 seconds back from Vettel. As we go back to the front, it's still about sort of 0.8 of a second to 0.8 of a second of a lap. So Dangerous Dan's very close to Ben as well. So can any of these guys make a move down the back straight here? Ben will need a fantastic exit. He needs to get all the traction out of them soft tyres that he can get to get as close as he possibly can. So when the DRS does activate, he's as close as he can possibly be. So we'll ride on board with Ben, who's got the DRS, but Dangerous Dan's going to be getting a double toe from this, so we'll see, can it make a difference? I don't think he's going to, no. Oh, he nearly breaks it at the back of Ice. Oh, that's very close in here. Wow, he locked up the brakes and almost took out the leader. Now he's going to have to really defend from Dangerous Dan, who's going to have the DRS down the main straight. Although Ben's got the DRS, he's on the back foot here. That really was close. That was really good driving from Ben to avoid the back of Oitz. That could have been a really nasty collision. So that was fantastic ability there to not hit the car in front. So, but luckily enough for him, he's making that advantage on the soft tyres count. He's back within 0.6 of a second. So it'll be interesting to see. Is he getting understeer behind Oitz's Alfa Romeo there? Is that what's causing him to drop a little bit of time in the middle sector here and see exactly what's happening? But Dangerous Dan is still in very close contention. We've still got the two Mercedes lying astern here, having a great battle. We've also got FR Milan, Shrimper and Roberts in very close contention here. And Grunt just at the back as well in the Williams. So yeah, Vettel's dropped a bit more time here, so I don't know if Vettel's having a bit of a scruffy race, or if he's got damage, or if the setup's not quite right. I don't really understand why Vettel's struggling so much. He's normally much better than this. Perhaps he's just tired from a day at work. We'll have to see. But Peanut's sort of stabilising around about the 4.7 seconds gap behind Vettel there. So as we go back to the front, there's still no change, and still I think Oitz may be saving his ERS for that back straight, because he's managing to sort of pull a bit of time out of the middle sector and down the back straight on Ben there. So that'd be interesting to see, can Ben close that gap, or are his tyres going to run out of puff before he gets to that point? But in the background, I think we're going to have a move from FR Milan on Sink Dan, and he is going to go for it. Is he going to go around the outside? He is. He's going to try and go all the way around the outside. Oh, they touch wheels. They just managed to keep it together, but they're going to be very close into turn 3 as well. Can Milan get the traction out of turn 3 and turn 4? And he has. He's got fantastic drive out of the corner there. Is he going to be all right down into turns 5 and 6? He's on the outside. Sigdan's just holding him there on the outside, but he's going to go right around the outside. Can he get the traction down? Can he get that move done? They're side by side, wheel to wheel into the left-hander. Fantastic drive. And FPRL Milan's through. Next up is going to be Shrimper, and they're all getting very interested behind Sigdan now. Sigdan's had a couple of bad corners where he's battling with FPRL Milan, and that's put him right on the back foot. And Roberts is also very close behind Shrimper now. That's all going to be happening down the back straight, I think, on this lap. The Shrimper slightly locks a wheel. So as we go down the back straight here, can Sigdan hold on to the back of FPRL Milan? Or is he too far behind? Is Shrimper going to be able to make that difference? They're all jostling for position. They're all jostling for position down there. Sigdan's coming back at FPRL Milan. Can he make it around the outside? FPRL Milan's going to hold him there and push him wide. But I think Sigdan has got the traction on the way out, and he has. He's back through. What a move. But they're very close nose to tail. Is FPRL Milan going to be able to get the DRS open down the back straight and get back past? Oh, and Shrimper's going around the outside of FPRL Milan in the McLaren. They're 3 wide. 3 wide into turn 2. They're 2 into turn 3. Can Shrimper get ahead of FPRL Milan here? And he does. FPRL Milan's got good traction coming out of turn 4 there. So as they go up to turn 5 and 6, can Shrimper maintain the difference? He's just going to stay ahead, I think, if he can get the power down. But FPRL Milan's got a very good exit coming out of that hairpin, and he's ahead again. FPRL Roberts is getting very interested in this battle. Can he make it through Shrimper on the inside here, or are they just going to stay put for this lap? It seems if they're all just going to stay put for now. I think it's going to be down the back straight. It all happens, but Shrimper's wide. Shrimper's wide out the exit of turn 10. That's going to get Roberts very interested, and he's slow. He's slow off the turn as well. I think Roberts is going to be passed down here. It's going to be interesting to see, but Grunt is very close to the back of Roberts as well. So is Grunt going to get the double toe here? Oh, Roberts is defending from Grunt. And Grunt's through. Oh, Roberts. I thought he was going to be the one to make a move, but it wasn't. It was Grunt in the Williams. Oh, Roberts is round. Oh, hold it, Roberts. Hold it. Hold it. Very well held. But at the front, we've got Dangerous Dan, who's got past Ben. Sorry, I missed that in all the excitement of the battle in the midfield there. So we're now Alfa Romeo 1 and 2, Red Bull 3, Mercedes 4 and 5, AlphaTauri in P6, Shrimper in P7. We've now got Grunt in the Williams in P8. And Vettel and Roberts have swapped places due to Roberts' little bit of, shall we say, exciting moment on the throttle there, out of the last hairpin. Peanuts gained on these guys, obviously, due to that sort of little mishap. But as we are, let's say, Alfa Romeo 1 and 2 line astern, Ben F1 is sort of trying to hold in there with the softer tyres, but I wonder if they're just coming to the end of their life now. I wonder if he's going to have to pit soon and do that 2-stop strategy. It'll be interesting to see, can he make that as 1 stop, or will it have to be a 2-stop to get the life out of the tyres? But up front, Eitz is certainly controlling the pace at the moment. So we'll see what's happening at the back here. We've got Shrimper and FPRL Milan very close together here. Can Shrimper get the DRS? I think he is going to get the DRS. Is FPRL Milan going to get it as well? I don't think so. Oh yes, he does get the DRS, so that's just enough to keep him ahead of Shrimper. Oh, they lock up, both of them lock up into the hairpin there. It's all getting very interesting, very interesting. Vettel is actually closing the gap on Grunt here, so it's going to be interesting to see, can he get up there and make that difference as well. Yeah, Eitz and Dangerous Dan controlling that pace at the front. Starting to drop BF1 Racing just a little bit now. He's being caught by Aldalf. I wonder if them tyres are just coming to the end of their life, or is he just trying to stretch this stint a little bit, just preserve that tyre life. You know, you've got to be so careful in the traction zones, you know, to make sure you don't spin the wheels up. Just be very gentle, very careful on the accelerator. I wonder if he's playing that tactical game at the moment. So we'll have to see. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2, so I don't know what's happened there. Sink Dan's been round. Sink Dan in the Mercedes. I wonder what's happened there. Has it been contact, or has he spun it on his own accord? So if we come around on the back straight, we've got Aldalf, who's literally a hair's width behind BF1 Racer now, and I don't think there's anything Ben could really do, even if he makes the move to defend. I think it's just a silly move to make, because Aldalf's just going to be passed and gone. We've got FR Milan and Shrimper, and Shrimper's through on FR Milan, and he's made the move stick into the hairpin there. Beautiful move. Yeah, really nice move there, Shrimper. Well done. Fantastic overtake. Good battle there with FR Milan. Grunty's run a little bit wide on the exit though. So will that lose him his opportunity to get past again on these guys? FR Milan and Shrimper are still going at it into turns 1 and 2. These guys are having a fantastic race in the middle of the pack here. And BF1 Racer does pit, so he's out on the hards. So is he gonna go for it? Is he gonna try? Sink Dan's retired from the race, retired in the pits. So is BF1 Racer gonna try and take these tyres to the end of the race there? He's only got sort of 19 laps, so that is possible. But we're showing a yellow flag in sector 1. I don't quite understand what's happened there. Oh, I think Sink Dan's car has came out of the pits again, which is a bit of a shame, because he's retired from the session. So Aldalf is now sort of closing these guys down ahead. We've got Shrimper and FR Milan still in a battle for 4th place here. Fantastic race them guys are having. We've got Grunty in P6. Vettel's very close now in P7. The Ferrari power, it's like the 2019 Ferrari all of a sudden. The speed! He's going to get the DRS again down the main straight here. And Roberts dives into the pits at the back there. He's had enough of them tyres. So Vettel now just 0.6 of a second behind Grunt in the Williams there in P6. But Grunt is closing in very quickly on FR Milan. So I wonder if FR Milan's tyres are starting to scream that they've had enough as well. I think in the next few laps we're going to see quite a few pit stops, because people really seem as if they're struggling with degradation here. A lot higher than I thought it would be actually. If Ben's made it, you know, 8-9 laps on the soft tyres, it's very interesting to see these guys struggling on the medium tyres already. So Ben is still ahead of FPRL Roberts there by about 9 seconds. It'll be interesting to see, can Roberts close that gap? So we've got Oates and Dangerous Dan now coming down the back straight. I wonder if any of these guys are going to come in. I don't see why they would, because they're very comfortable out in front of P1 and 2. We've got Aldalf still about 1.5 seconds back. Shrimper and FR Milan have sort of stopped that battle for now. But I think RSF1 Vettel's going to make a move on the inside of Grunt down at the hairpin. Is he going to go for it? Oh, he goes left, he goes right. He's going to think better of it this time round. Need some good traction out there at this final turn, these guys, to get the DRS open and really make a difference. I think Grunt's going to have FR Milan down at the turn 1 here. It's going to be close there, it's wheel to wheel, and Grunt's through. Oh, FR Milan, lovely undercut, look at that, what a switchback. Absolutely beautiful move, no contact. Really, really nice driving there, guys. Really, really fantastic. But Grunt does make it through eventually. Is FR Milan going to come back though and have the inside for turn 6? He is. Oh, they touch wheels, they touch wheels. It's all sorted out now though, and it looks like Grunt is going to get that position. He's only just ahead, but we'll see what happens when they get to the back straight. Is FR Milan going to be close enough to make the move back? But we've now got RSF on Vettel, very interested on the back of FR Milan and the Alpha Tauri there. So I think there could be a position switch down this back straight. Definitely, one of these guys is going to overtake one of these guys. It's going to be very close down this back straight. So we're right on board with Grunt. Can Grunt hold the difference? I think Grunt could be okay here. It just depends. Oh, Roberts is retired from the session. What's happened to Roberts? Oh no. And FR Milan's going to get back at Grunt. He's going to go down the inside in the hairpin. And he's made it stick and he blocks Grunt on the outside. Fantastic driving. He's blocked Grunt on the outside, but Grunt is now going to have the DRS down the main straight here. So is he going to get back past FR Milan? But these guys are having a fantastic battle. So Milan sticks to the inside. So Grunt's going to have to go around the outside. And Vettel's waiting for anything to drop. And Vettel can go through. Vettel's going to be through on the inside. Oh, Grunt comes back. They touch wheels. Who's going to get the better exit out of turn 3 and 4? It's going to be Vettel. Herman the German. He's through. Fantastic driving from these guys to not make serious contact. A little bit of wheel banging is acceptable, but that was fantastic driving. Really, really fantastic. Oitz and Dangerous Dan still out in P1 and 2, stretching that lead now. They've got a gap of 9 seconds back to these guys. FR Milan, RSF1 Vettel and Grunt. Yeah, these guys are having a fantastic battle in the midfield here. It's going to be very interesting to see, can Vettel hold Grunt in the DRS? Can he keep him behind? He's obviously going to get the DRS here from FR Milan. He's only got 19% of ERS. How much has Vettel got? Vettel's got even less. Vettel's got 5% and Grunt's got 16%. So can anybody make a move down the back straight here, or is this going to be... Are we playing for keeps here, gentlemen? Oh, Vettel's made a last-ditch move. They touch wheels, I think. He's just going to keep behind FR Milan for now, though. Now they're going to pit. FR Milan and Grunt pit as Vettel made a mistake by not coming into the pits there. The window is now open for the one-stop strategy for the mediums to the hards, so we'll see. Or has Vettel got some pace in that Ferrari that he's holding back? If he is, he needs to open it up now. Oitz has been into the pits as well for the hards. So that's the race leader in. So Dangerous Dan in the Alfa Romeo will take over the lead of the race. He's only just gone through turn 6 though, coming up to turn 7. And Oitz is already around turn 4. So I think there's definitely going to be... I think Oitz is definitely going to maintain the lead after all the pit stops here. Everybody's stopped now apart from Dangerous Dan and Vettel. He's throwing that Ferrari around like it's a bit of crumpet on a Saturday night. Vettel's a little bit slow just in these couple of corners on the back straight. I wonder if the tyres are just playing up a little bit there. Yeah, Kujak, we will get it tomorrow night, mate, yep. But say I'm not a massive fan of this track. I've got a good setup for this track, I'm just not a massive fan of this track. Don't really know why, because it's a nice open flowing circuit, so I normally like this kind of track, but I'm not overly fond of this. So we've got Dangerous Dan and Vettel in the pits now. So Oitz is now coming down the main straight, so he's going to retake the lead of the race. Dangerous Dan is now coming out. So Oitz maintains the lead. Aldalf is second. Aldalf's managed to jump Dangerous Dan by pitting a few laps earlier. Schwimper's now set the fastest lap of the race in the McLaren. BF1 Racers managed to really make them hard tyres do the talking. Look where he's turned up. He's managed to come out after all the pit stops. He's in 4th place. He's only on 4-lap old hard tyres. He really can make these tyres last. He really could get a result and a half. So we're down to just 9 remaining cars now, guys. So we're, as we were in this battle with FR Milan, Grunt and RSF1 Vettel. So it'd be interesting to see exactly what happens with these guys as battle resumes. Fantastic. Vettel's very, very quickly onto the back of the Williams and the AlphaTauri again. I've got a feeling Vettel's in the mood tonight. I've got a feeling he's in the mood for a little battle. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with these guys down the main straight, down the back straight here. So we'll see, can FR Milan... Oh, Grundy spun! Grundy! Oh, he's just done a little bit of over... Oh! Grunt, well held there, Grunt. Can he keep behind Peanut? He is going to be behind Peanut. Just had a little bit too much wheel spin coming out of the corner there. If you get that line wrong, it can really bite the back of the car. So we've now got Vettel chasing down F1 Milan. F1 Milan has sort of been dropped quite a bit by Schrimper here. He's now 6 seconds ahead of F1 Milan after the pit stops. He really did start to make that difference and break out a little bit of a gap lap by lap there, but after the pit stops, there's quite a gap between these two guys now. So we've got RSF1 Oitz, who's still in the lead here after all the pit stops shaken out, but he's got a 3-second gap now over Aldalf, coming in a couple of laps early for them hard tyres has made all the difference, because he's now ahead of Dangerous Dan, who's also very close. It'll be interesting to see, has Aldalf got the pace to keep these Alfa Romeo guys at bay, or other guys in these Alfa Romeos just too quick. And then in 4th place we've got BF1 Racing, just 2.4 seconds behind Dangerous Dan now. He's having a fantastic little race, the Lego man. He'll be building himself a nice little Lego house tomorrow. He'll be well happy with that. He'll be building a Lego all day with that kind of result. We've got Schrimper though, who's closing in on Ben. Just 2 seconds now, 1.9 seconds. And Dangerous Dan's got ahead of Aldalf there, and the back straight. What a move! Into the hairpin. So can Aldalf now come back at these guys, or are the Alfa Romeo pair just too fast? Dangerous Dan though sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:34.0. Probably helped by some DRS down the back straight and some ERS as well, I should think. As we go into turn 1 and 2 here, down the hill into turn 3 and 4. Early change upshift there from Aldalf to dull the wheel spin, get the car pointing in the right direction and minimise, get the best traction he possibly can. Oh, he's a little bit wild there, a little bit reckless into turn 6. There's no need to do that, just pace yourself. BF1 Racers just being dropped a little bit by these guys, now 2.6 seconds back. He's just being dropped a little bit by these guys at the moment. Schrimper is very close to Ben now as well, 1.4 seconds away. Then we've got a 7-second gap to FR Milan and RSF1 Vettel, who's going to be very interested down the back straight here. We're up to 10 viewers now, so thank you very much for that, guys. Appreciate everybody watching. Grunty's left the session. Oh, Grunty's left the session. I think he must have a bad connection. His AI car is still going round. So can Vettel get the move done here on FR Milan, or is he just too far back this particular time? FR Milan's defending for his life. It's not quite going to happen this lap. Vettel is very close though, so I've got a feeling these guys are having a good battle for the next 10 or so laps, 10, 11 or so laps. Oitz and Dangerous Dan still 1 and 2, but Aldalf is hanging in there in 3rd place. Grundy's joined back, so yeah, he must have just lost the connection for a second there. So Aldalf is doing his utmost here. Early upshifts to dull that wheel spin, get the car pointing in the right direction. A little downshift in the middle of turns in the left-hander there. Wow. And the main thing about these hard tyres is they don't start to warm up really for a good few laps. I mean, it is normally a good few laps before we get any kind of inclination into what kind of, you know, speed these guys really have, because these hard tyres do take a few laps to settle in. So we'll see what happens. But we've now got Shrimper very, very close to the back of BF1 Racing. BF1 Racing must have made a mistake coming out of the end of sector 2 there. Shrimper's very close, but he just hasn't got enough. Ben's got a little bit more ARS than Shrimper, so he's not quite going to happen this time. They both lock up into the hairpin. We'll keep a very close eye on this battle for the next few laps. The trouble is Ben's tyres are 3 laps older than Shrimper, so Shrimper is sitting in the box seat really. You need to really, you know, to quote our old friend Martin Brundle, hug these tyres like your favourite granny. You really need to take care of these tyres. If you're going to one-stop and get these through to the end, you really need to take care of these tyres. And once again, we've got FR Milan and RSF1 Vettel very, very close into turns 1 and 2. Vettel, is he going to put it down the inside? Oh, it's very close. Is he going to try and duck down the inside of turns 3 and 4? But FR Milan puts the car in just the right spot. Nice defending there. I think Vettel's very keen to get past FR Milan. I certainly think he's got a quicker car at this phase of the Grand Prix. So it'll be interesting to see, can he make the difference and get this move done. I certainly think FR Milan is just holding Vettel up a little bit here. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens between these two in the next few laps. We've got Peanut, who's sort of kind of having his own race here in P8. Unfortunately for Grunt, that little disconnection's cost him sort of 8 seconds there. Oh, Vettel's been round, no! Vettel, no! Oh, he was doing so well. I don't know if he's had contact there with FR Milan or not. Oh, he's round again! Oh no, Vettel! Oh, they were having a fantastic battle, those guys were, really were. That's such a shame. Oh, he's round again. No, Vettel. Let's go back to the front, and we've got RSF1 Oitz and Dangerous Dan, who have dropped Aldo quite a bit now. Yeah, they're sort of a good second clear, these guys are now. Shrimper's ahead of Ben as well. But he's got a good bit of space behind him. He's got 9 seconds to FR Milan now. So can Ben keep up with Shrimper here, or is Shrimper going to take the ticket and say thank you very much and disappear into the distance? Vettel's going to pit for new tyres, I'm not surprised. Oh, he's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane as well, and he's retired from the session. I'm not surprised. He was having a really, really good race. Really was having a good race there, and it all unfolded around him, unfortunately. So we've still got RSF1 Oitz in first position here. We've got Dangerous Dan in P2. 1.4 second gap now opening up over Aldo from the Mercedes in P3. We've got Shrimper P4, who's just 3.3 seconds behind Aldo, so can he close the gap to Aldo and get himself a podium today? We've got BF Racer in 5th place, just a second behind Shrimper. We've got FR Milan in 6th, Peanut in 7th, and Grunt in 8th. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the end of this race. At the moment we've lost RSF1 Vettel, Roberts, Sink Dan and no-shows from the race, all due to retirements. So Grunt closing that gap in front of him to Peanut. So we've still got RSF1 Oitz and Dangerous Dan at the front. Aldo's just closed the gap a little bit, 1.2 seconds away now in 3rd place. Shrimper's 3.5, so he's lost a little bit on this lap to Aldo. BF1 Race is 1.2 seconds behind. We've got FR Milan in 6th, 9 seconds behind Ben. We've got Peanut in 7th, 6 seconds back on FR Milan. And we've got Grunt 6.9 to 7 seconds back on Peanut. Sorry guys, I'm back. So we've still got RSF1 Oitz in first place, ahead of Dangerous Dan by 3 seconds. These Alfa Romeo guys have got some speed. Aldalf is still hanging in there though, just 1.1 seconds back now, so is he just starting to come back at Dangerous Dan a little bit? It's going to be an interesting last few laps between them guys. Shrimp has just closed the gap very slightly, by about 3 to 4 tenths of a second there on Aldalf. BF1 Race is kind of having a bit of a lonely race there in 5th place, but he's probably deciding which Lego hairpiece he's going to wear at the end. We've got FR Milan 10 seconds back now from BF1 Race. I think Ben's a safe 5th place. Peanut is still sort of 5.5 seconds behind, and Grunt is 7 seconds behind Peanut now, so these guys at the back aren't really making much progress unfortunately. I think this is going to be our finishing order, bearing a few surprises at the end with maybe tyre drop off or people just sort of saving fuel and ERS towards the end of the race. So as you can see, sort of most of the guys are in the back straight, so everyone's within the back straight really, apart from sort of Grunt and Peanut. Everybody's sort of on the same piece of road. Just 6 laps to go including this one they're now on. Yeah, a really nice drive from Oitz. He's really controlled the pace of the race today. I thought he might come under attack from BF1 Racing just a little bit at the start because of them soft tyres, the fantastic start that he got. But it wasn't to be. He's controlled the pace, consistently had a gap of 3 seconds or more over Dangerous Dan, and sort of encased in his own little battle here with Aldalf. There's sort of constantly between 1.5 to sort of 1 second really gap between these two guys. Shrimp has lost a little bit more time. He's about 3 seconds still back on Aldalf, so if him and Dangerous Dan really get into a battle between the pair of them, I think Shrimp is going to sort of close the gap to them guys quite quickly. Like I say, Ben's just sort of racing his own little race there in P5. FR Milan sort of kind of on his own in no man's land a little bit as well. Peanut and Grunty aren't making sort of any progress. Grunty's coming to the pits there to put the soft tyres on. I don't know if that's really going to give him that much time back. You're just going on a different tyre at the end, just in case anyone else decides to pit. It could be prime position if we've got a safety car or anything like that, I suppose. So it could be a good gamble there by Grunt. We'll have to wait and see if it does pay off. So lap 24 now, just 5 laps to go, including this particular lap that the guys are on. Yeah, really controlling the pace. Beautiful driving here from Lights, from all of these guys really, but just so controlled out front. There's no erraticness or no silly late braking or anything like that really. He's just really controlling the pace. I'd love to be able to go as fast and as well as these guys, but it's not going to happen for me, unfortunately. But these guys are showing a fantastic skill set again tonight. There's been a few moments in the race that have sort of made it jump alive and really sort of brought the track to life here in China. At the current moment in time, I think this is probably going to be the finishing order. So just 4 laps now. Dangerous Dan just closing the gap a little bit here on Oates. I wonder if Oates has just turned everything down just to maintain everything, just make sure the tyres stay in good condition, not to overdrive the car. Held off there, just about 2 seconds back now, so he's dropped a little bit more time to these guys in front. I wonder if everyone's just settling for the position they're in now. Grunt sets the fastest lap of the race, which is no surprise now the fuel loads have come down with the soft tyres on there. Shrimpert having a nice little race in P4 there. Got BF1 Racer just behind, 4 seconds behind in P5. And unfortunately, like I say, FR Milan, Peanut and Grunt haven't had the best race today, unfortunately for these guys. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, unfortunately. And there's Oates, wow, look at that lead, wow. As Oates is coming round turns 3 and 4, we've got Grunt just coming round the last, onto the back straight. Wow, what a lead that is. Obviously I know Grunt's had his misdemeanors and problems in today's race, but this is what happens when you're consistently at the front, consistently quick. You get the rub of the green. So penultimate lap here. Oates has just opened up that gap a little bit again, just back over 3 seconds to Dangerous Dan in second place. Aldalf's closed the gap again a little bit. He was about 2 seconds back, but he's 1.4 now. Got Shrimper just 2.3 seconds back, so he's closing on Aldalf. He had a nice little sort of race on his own, Shrimper has today. He's had a really good battle with BF1 racer Vettel, Grunt and FR Milan in the middle sort of stage of the race. Grunt's made about sort of 9 seconds back, 8-9 seconds back on Peanut, but wasn't really going to be enough at that later stage of the Grand Prix, unfortunately. So as we're on board with Oates now, as he's in the last lap, as I said a few laps ago, this is going to be the finishing order. I feel it's been another good race from the F1 guys here, so really well done guys for putting on a good show again, and really well done for Roberts. You know, he's put a lot of time and effort into getting this league going. For people constantly coming in, having a bad race and then leaving just for whatever reason, you know, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to put a league like this together. So, you know, we really need to put the time and effort into making sure we all say thanks to Roberts for his devotion to getting this all up and going as quickly as he has. It's a privilege to be part of the comms team and one of the first people sort of to be in the league and be a part of it. So yeah, thanks very much Roberts, and well done to Oates on his win around China. Dangerous Dan's now going to come over the line in second. We've got Aldalf third. Shrimper's going to finish in a brilliant fourth. Here comes the Lego man himself, always run wide on the last corner there. He's probably looking for Lego in P5. We've got FR Milan, who's going to finish P6. Peanut's going to finish 7th. And Mr. Grunt is going to finish P8. Unfortunate for the Williams boys there tonight, but well done Mr. Grunt. Well done everybody, another fantastic race. Really, really well done. Well done guys. I'm going to just try and get these guys in the party here. So there you go, your finishing order is Oates in the Alfa Romeo P1, Dangerous Dan in the Alfa Romeo P2, Aldalf in the Mercedes P3, Shrimper in the McLaren P4, the Lego Man, Benjamin, the BF1 Racer Red Bull Extreme Honda Powerman P5, FR Milan in the Alpha Tauri in P6, Peanut in the Haas P7, Grunt in the Williams P8, Vettel, Roberts, Dan and no shows all retired unfortunately from the race, but fantastic race guys nonetheless. Let's see if we can get these guys in to have a chat. Dangerous Dan, I'm not sure if Dangerous Dan's got a mic or not, so we'll invite him and hopefully he'll be able to join as well. And we also need Ice as well. So we'll get these guys into the party and have a chat here. I've got a message here from Aldolf. Oh, Aldolf doesn't have a mic. Okay, that's fine. I think the only party that, or the only person that has got a mic then is Ice. Unfortunately, I don't think Dangerous Dan's got a mic either. We'll just see if we can get Ice in and have a quick word with the race winner. I have sent an invite, so I don't know why he's not joining unless he's in his own party. We'll see, guys. I'll just send him another invite to see if I can get him in. But I don't think Dangerous Dan has got a mic either, unfortunately. So if we can get a quick word from the race winner, we will. Don't think Ice is going to join, guys, which is a bit of a shame. It would have been nice to speak to the top three. I understand these guys, if they haven't got mics, that's fair enough. Would have been nice to speak to the top three, but Ice just sent me a message saying he had a good race and good pace, had a fairly straightforward race with no incidents, and had the pace to keep up at the front. Yep, really well done. Really good race, guys. So I've been FPRL Racing Carl F1, and thank you for tuning in. And yep, that's it until next week. So thank you very much.